Hello folks, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to talk about time and price. So let's get started. Let's not waste each other's time because my time and my message is important. Please take notes, pay attention. So here we go. We are looking at an important part of the day. We are looking at a chart on the 1 day time frame on the NASDAQ futures. So most traders to say that is lose because they're wrong. They lose because they trade at the wrong time. I'm going to identify in this video the best times to trade and the best time to not trade because everything is time and price. Every single day the market gives you opportunity, but the hours are not created equal. There's windows in time where money flows. People get in and people get out. Institutions get in and institutions get out. And there's a dead zone where the market does nothing. If you don't know the difference, you're donating money. Let me be clear. The market moves in time cycles. The market open, volatility, midday, consolidation, power hour, expansions again. Those who know and understand how trading really works, smart traders sit there all day clicking buttons. They wait, they strike, they get paid. They don't always jump in too fast because they understand time and price. So let's get started. All right, so if you look at the chart over here, I'm going to put some annotations on the chart. This is a 1 day time frame. This is the NASDAQ future on the daily time frame. I'm going to begin by annotating this high that you see on the right, and then I'm going to go down and annotate the low that you see in price. These areas represent different times. Now let's break all this down. When is a good time to strike and when there's good volatility. So let's go down to a 15-minute time frame. All right, let me get this all set up right. Be patient. I'm praying for you. So now, remember, we already outlined this. If you look at this green area, that's the daily time frame. Look at this other green area, that's the daily time frame. This is the low of the day. Up here is the high of the day. Just to be clear. Now, I'm not going to do that right now. We're going to focus on time. Now, you see these little spotted lines? Those are sessions, trading sessions. And that's on the 15-minute time frame. Now, let's go down to the 1 minute time frame. And that's where we're going to focus our attention on. Because time and price matters. Professional traders trade at a certain time of the day. They don't trade all day long. They're in and out. They strike. They get paid. They wait. They don't trade in consolidation times. They avoid the market then. Some traders do. Professional traders wait. They know when to strike. They know when to place their orders. Now we are on the 1 minute time frame. Let's look at this, and I'm going to highlight some important times of the day. Well, let's start. I don't know what time you wake up, and this is Eastern Standard Time, but I'm in Pacific Standard Time, so I'm gonna focus on the time zone that I trade, and you can transition to whatever time frame you lose. If you notice down here, I got UTC +4. Basically, that's New York time. Okay. Now let's talk about the best trading times. Well, I'm going to highlight this particular area here, and I'm going to set this up, change the settings, get rid of the extensions. That way we can focus on this time frame and this time. Well, let's look at this swing low. What time did it happen? It happened at 7:10, 7:11. Why did it happen there? Because at 7:10, oh, let me update that. Let me update this. Because at 7 o'clock in the morning, there was something called macro. Some people teach it 7:10, some people teach it 6:50. Either way, there's a time where the computer software will start making different time deliveries. It all depends on where you are in the world. It all depends on your trading strategy. But I'm introducing to you today time plus together price. So this might be a new concept for you. If this is a new concept for you, type yes in the chat. Type, make a comment, like and subscribe. Help me help others. Now, here's something that's important. Look at 8 a.m. in the morning. Do you notice how price changed and shifted? That's another important time during the morning. At 8 a.m. in the morning, at least on my time, where my time zone is. Let me fix this. So there's important times of the day, all day long, where smart money, where people who understand how the algorithm works in trading, understand when it's the best time for them to trade. Everybody around the world live in different time zones, but the time zone that I'm talking about today is based on New York times. So if your computer, your setting's not set up on New York time, I encourage you to reset your clock in your platform and assign or set and place your time frame with New York's time frame. I'm 3 hours behind New York. So when it's 6 a.m. in the morning here in California, it's 9 a.m. in New York. So my software is set to New York open in New York time. I encourage you to do the same thing. Now watch, pay close attention because time and price means a lot. I don't know if your platform offers you that option to see. Let's see if I can show it and refresh my layout. I'm using Top Steps. This is a combine. And there's something here. Let me get rid of that. Close that. They call it here time and sales. But that's not what I'm interested in talking about today. But some platforms offer that. They also offer the dome. We're not going to talk about that's a different video. But what I'm going to talk about and focus on today is the time that you decide to make a trade and the time that price typically moves. Because everything that you see here is coded in software. It's engineered. There's a programmer who coded all this, and all it really takes him, if they want to, is one day to change one line of code, and everything in this whole thing would change. But if you're not in the market every day and you're not spending time studying, you won't see the shift. But now, let's go to another time. Another time is 8:30 in the morning. Now, I want to highlight it here, but I'm going to highlight it in the candle before it, only for you can identify that particular time and price. And I'm talking about a news event. I'm talking about 8:28 in the morning, but I'm really talking about 8:30. At 8:30 in the morning, price is going to move because they have a news. U.S. core CPI, right? High impact news. 7:30 Central Standard Time. Well, I don't live in Central Standard Time. I don't know what that means to you, where you are, where you're trading, but every day the market does the same thing. And the market only does three things, folks. It goes up, it goes down, and it goes sideways. But today, this video is about time, price, and where professional traders, they get in at the right time and they get out at the right time, and then they wait. They don't have to be in front of their charts all day long. They make their money and they go about their business, and they know what time they need to back. They know what time they need to be back in front of the charts. And that's what we're going to talk about today: time and price. Now, notice something here. At 8 o'clock in the morning, that's a macro time. At 7 o'clock in the morning, that's a macro time. What happened during this time? What session was that? It was consolidating. I have another video teaching you how to trade consolidation, but that's not going to be included here. But if you follow me, so please like and subscribe, I can teach you consolidation trading. That's not my specialty, but I can trade it because I don't want to be sitting around the charts all day. I want to log in at a certain time so I can get in and get out and do what I want to do. I like the trading. I decided to make a commitment to understanding trading. I like to study trading. I'm ranting and raving right now, but I like to study trading because I want my freedom. What do I mean by that? I don't want nobody to tell me, A, how much money I can make because you're going to give me a salary. B, I like to make my money and enjoy the rest of my day. I want to spend my life in pleasures and not stressing on the job. C, because I made my mistakes before and I'm still correcting things in my life. I'm not perfect, but I am going to teach you what I know. You could love it, leave it, or lump it. In other words, if this video is not for you, stop watching it. Do what you used to do. However you used to make your money, you know, don't subscribe. But if you're finding something interesting that got your attention, please support my channel. Please like and subscribe. Buy me a cup of coffee to show your appreciation. That's how you showed me you love what I'm teaching you, by your giving. Jesus Christ was a giver. He gave his life for you. And, if you want to act like Jesus, behave the same way he did. But that's just not manipulation, but it's a thought. The only reason why you're on the planet because your father wanted to give to your mother, and you came out, and they had a good time doing it. They enjoyed their time together, and I want to enjoy my time together and appreciate you and respect you. But I want to teach you about time and price. Now, so we see 8:30 in the morning. The market opened, the price went up. Boom! It went up so fast. If you wasn't on the right time frame, you couldn't even click your mouse button to get in or get out of that trade. My price moves that quick sometimes. And that's okay. You don't have to be right every time. You don't have to be on time every time. You just need to understand the best time to trade. And that's what this video is all about. Trading at the right time. Get your money and get out. Go about your day. Before you go to work if you still have a job. Time and price is what this video is about. Now, let's move on forward. So now, let's mark out how fast did the market move in that quick second. Because it didn't take that long to get there. But from 625, 825, 828 to 830, price jumped up to this level. And then it paused. It retraced. If you watch my other video, this small move action is a price range, but I don't teach a 1 minute price changes. Now, if I were to teach 1 minute price changes, I would do something like this. I would highlight this low. I would put a Fibonacci right there, and then I will find out the target. But I'm not teaching that right now. Go see my other videos to find out that lesson. Time and price is what I'm talking about. Smart traders, educated traders, traders who understand how the market moves in market structure, They don't sit at their charts all day. They wait. They strike at the right time, and they end up getting paid. That's what I want to help you understand today in this video, time and price for trading. Now, at 8:30 in the morning, after a news driver put up price, and there was orders there, price went up. Some people took profit. They got out. And guess when they took profit up at the high spike? Guess what they did? You don't need to guess anymore. You're learning, and I'm going to tell you what they did. They took their profits and they sit back and they waited for price to resettle. Something called settlement price. We'll talk about that in other videos. So at 8:30 in the morning, time, that's a good time to trade, but you need to be in the right position. Because if you were going short here, you got stopped out, it would have triggered your stop, you would have lost money. I got another video about being in the right position, but I'm not going to talk about that now because I've made those mistakes. But I switched to time and price. I don't trade every hour of the day. When I log in and trade, I trade at certain times, look for trade setups and direction. And I'm teaching you one concept called time and price, and I want you to get it. If you like what you're hearing, please like and subscribe. If you want to follow my teachings, please like, subscribe. Give me a cup of coffee. Show me your appreciation for what you've learned for free by donating a cup of coffee. Can you do that? All right, let's get started. Now let's go back to 8:50 a.m. Wow, that's just before 9, right? Type chat if you're paying attention. Type in the chat, type yes, make a comment if you're paying attention. Whatever you feel, but I got more for you. Now at 9 o'clock in the morning, we're still in pre-market hours. The market hasn't closed in London just yet. The market has not opened in New York just yet. But look at this candle wick, 3-bar reversal. What time did it happen? It happened at 9:27, right before the 9:30 close. Open. Excuse me. Right before the 9:30 open. That's important. So let's go to the next candle. 9:28. Next candle. 9:29. Next candle. 9:30. Mark that spot. Time and delivery of price comes at certain times of the day. People who are trading different times was setting up waiting for things to happen, and those who knew about time and price, they know when to get in and trade and get out quickly, and they're done for the day. Some people only trade for 30 minutes a day, make thousands of dollars, and they're done for the day and go out and do whatever they want to do. Now pay close attention. I'm going to lock this area and I'm going to put a template there called time and price. And this is the opening bell time in New York. Let's see what the opening bell did. Well, first let's go back to 8 o'clock. This time of the day, where this line is, it created a high. Well, guess what happened at 9:30? At 9:30, the price and the momentum and smart money investors who want to deliver and take profit at a certain time, they got out of their trades very quickly. They were targeting the stop losses from this area. Now I'm going to show you a secret. This candle's body to this candle's wick, some level of traders were getting out of their trades when they bought down here. They made enough profit for the day and they started scaling out. But when that high was taken out, it was a signal in the market. So people who know how to trade and understand trading, and they understand time and price, they close their position because they got in their position when market broke this candle's high. This candle is the last bearish candle before the break of structure. It wasn't the wick, but it was the volume that was here. So they put a buy limit order here, and if the market did not move above that, they would not have entered the trade. And they probably put their stops right below this swing low, or a few pips below, or points below it. Imagine for a second. Let me zoom in on that, because I'm teaching you something, and my time is important. And if you like what I'm teaching you, buy me a cup of coffee. There's a link in the description to show you appreciation. If you're studying time and price, and you know candle patterns, you will see the volume that was closed. You'll see the wick. You'll see there's no wick down here. And then you'll see this doji. But a smart, let me rephrase that. Somebody who understands time and price, they would have placed their order and been proactive. They know where they want to get in, and they know where they want to get out. And if a trade goes against them, they don't risk a whole lot of their capital. But somebody who knows how to trade understands time, and they understand price and where they get in. And that's all I'm going to share in this video. I got more information for you. Please like and subscribe. Help me share what I know with others. You can be a part of that. And if you appreciate what I'm sharing with you, buy me a cup of coffee. I do have a course you can buy with all this information in it, and it costs thousands of dollars. Or you can get a special. But what I'm teaching you right now is free. But I do ask that you show your appreciation and buy me a cup of coffee. Can you do that? Can you afford $7 for a cup of coffee? I hope you don't say no. And if you do say no, I'm going to teach you so much where you can say, man, I really appreciate you what you taught me, because it helped me make me money. Man, I would donate to you $7, $10 or more, because I learned something that's making me money. That is my goal. But show your appreciation. Buy me a piece of coffee, or a piece of apple pie, or a 3-piece chicken dinner. Just show me your support, and I'll show you my support by continuing to teach you. This is Kevin Garrett with Top Down Traders. Love ya, love ya, love ya. But I don't want to close this conversation and this teaching without an opportunity for you to grow. I want you to grow in everything you set your hands to do. I want your life to be blessed, protected financially. I want you to buy your first home, buy your next home, refinance your home for lower bills, pay off your home. Whatever your goals are, I want to help support you with my education and information, because I want you to learn how to make money work for you, and you stop working for money. So Daniel, are you listening? Brandy, are you listening? Carmelita, are you listening? All my family, all my friends, I dedicate this video to my family, and I thank God for a good father. I thank God for a good mother. I thank God for good friends. I thank God for friends who want to teach me how to prosper and not teach me how to be in poverty. So, Father God, I thank you for all those who heard this word today, who got the message, and who were interested in learning more. I pray that they would like, subscribe, and share. And if they don't, I still pray for them. And I ask that you would cover them with your grace, that you've always covered them before they even met me. My name's Kevin. I appreciate your time, and I'm done with this video. Come back to the second video, and we'll talk about the most important times of the day to trade. Because you don't have to be in front of your screen all day. There's a certain time of the day which is the best time to trade. I want to teach you more. Kevin Garrett out, and this is where most people mess up. They look at price only, and they don't forget about time. Talk to you soon. Kevin Garrett. Love ya, love ya, love ya.